Hello folks, and welcome back to Gamdude Brewing. Today is crazy. It's a weekday, I get to work, no power. So immediately I'm thinking, what do I have? What ingredients do I have? Let's brew, you know what I mean? So, and then I remembered I haven't done the experiment beer yet. So, today, we're brewing up the 2025 BrewTubers Experiment Beer, which this year we're testing out specialty malts. We're doing a American Amber Ale recipe handcrafted by Kurt from Fermentation Adventures. So I picked Melanoidin because months ago, drunk me ordered sober me like 3 pounds of Melanoidin malt, which it would take me like 5 years to use because I only use like a couple ounces of it in some Belgian beers and other stuff I can't think of right now, but I don't use it very much. And I don't know why I ordered it, and I definitely ordered it because I went back and looked and I ordered it. So that worked out because I'm going to see what Melanoidin malt does to this amber ale. We got some people doing Red X, other stuff. I don't know. I'll put them up on the screen because I can't remember. But that's what I'm doing. American Amber Ale. Totally impromptu brew day. So I gotta like do everything. Luckily, I straightened up the brewery the other day a little bit, so we don't have to do that first. We're going to get the water pumped up from downstairs, my RO holding tank, and then get our water salts added in. We're using amber balanced water profile, so that makes sense. So we'll get that added in, get everything warming up, mixing up, get the grains together. Actually, the grains should all be together because I ordered them all from Beer and Wine Hobby, and they're still in the box in my keezer. So maybe we'll have an exciting unboxing and see if I have everything I need for this brew day. But we need to hurry up and get started before my boss calls and says the power's back on. So, that scared me. My watch just went off. It was not the power on call. So, we need to get started. So when he calls me or texts me, I can say, all right, I already started a brew day. Can't stop. So, let's get started. All right, folks, we got the water salted. It's heating up back there. So let's get into this fine Beer and Wine Hobby package. And see if I have everything that I need for the brew day. The customary thank you from Beer and Wine Hobby. Great little homebrew shop. Check them out. We got our 2 packs of premium Lallemand BRY 97. I don't think I've ever used it. That's going to change today. 2 pounds of Munich. Half pound of Victory. 2 pounds of Cara 60. Not Cara 60, is it? I think it's just Caramel 60. We've got 2 ounces of Willamette. I don't know. I just ordered them in full ounce increments. I think it's kind of not full ounces in my recipe. I scaled it up for 10 gallons for my system. Then I got 2 ounces of Magnum. And an ounce of Cascade. So, and then we got the base. Oh, whatever. What was the base malt? Stone Path Northeast Gold. I don't know if I've ever used that before either. Sounds familiar. Sounds pretty awesome. All right, so I got at least an hour of letting the water heat up. I'm going to check the fermenter, make sure that's all good to go. Probably hit it with a quick sanitizer cycle. And yeah, that's where we're at. Next up will be milling grains and mashing in. I really want to say stay tuned, but I'm trying not to say that so much. So, see you in a minute. All right, folks, we're all crushed up. Like you already know, I'm an idiot. There's no Cara 60. I just saw, I mean, there's Cara other things. So I was just looking for, you know, a disaster because it was already started. I don't know if he just didn't feel like writing the Mel on the Cara, or he just figured that there's no such thing as a Cara 60 and only an idiot would think so. But good thing nobody was here to see me make that mistake. Exit 12, Nick was right. I am an idiot. And then watch there be like a Cara 60, and then I'm a double idiot. But I looked, and I couldn't find any, so tragedy averted. But this Northeastern Gold Stone Path, it's kind of a smaller kernel, and I was worried that I wasn't getting a good crush on it, but when you look at each one, it's actually cracked in half, so it's perfect. Appears to be a quality grain. We'll see how it does. So, we're doing 75% of the Northeast Gold malt, 9.1% of the Caramel 60, 9.1% of Northeast Munich malt, 4.6% of Melanoidin, which is my variable, and then 2.3% of Victory malt. And I didn't put rice hulls in because it's not part of the experiment. I usually always use rice hulls just as cheap insurance for my continuous recirculation. Oh yeah, also, we got a bunch of new subscribers. Thank you for the subscription. A lot of UK people coming over from Andy and Four Priests. Pretty awesome. Hope you enjoy the content. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. That'd be pretty sweet. Costs you nothing, makes my day. Should probably start stirring this. But yeah, I'll speed up the rest of this. You guys know the routine. I like to go nice and slow, stir in the grains. Let's get this mash started. I dough'd in at 160 for, we're gonna do a 154 mash rest for 60 minutes. And then we'll ramp it up for a mash out at 170 for 10 minutes. All right. I think we're all caught up on the updates. Yeah. Why am I babbling so much? You don't want to hear this crap. All right, fast forward this action. All right, folks, how exciting was that action? We're all mashed in. Absolutely no dough balls, as you can see. The slow and steady, methodical stirring of the mash. I wonder if I should turn down the recirculation. Instead of going balls to the wall like I normally do. Or should I just do what I normally do, and if I get a stuck mash or stuck sparge, then we just deal with it. Yeah, maybe I'll turn it down a smidge. I haven't had a stuck. That was probably really loud in the microphone. Sorry about that, folks. I haven't had a stuck mash or sparge in a long time. But when I did, I'm turning the wrong knob. What a knob I am. I think that's a UK saying. I'm a total knob. Freaking. How do I even make beer? And then some people actually like it. It's crazy. I can't even turn the right knob. Crying out loud. But anyways, last time I had a stuck mash because I always recirculate. So hopefully that makes sense. But after I finally got done with that brew day, when I was cleaning out the mash tun, it like smashed. There's like, I should show you one day, but there's like a interconnecting stainless steel ribs that hold up the false bottom, and it totally crumpled those with just the pressure, I guess, because the weight is the weight. It was crazy. Totally crumpled them. So hopefully that doesn't happen. If it does, you guys are going to see it. But I turned it down. Let's get you guys over here so you can see the action. See, I turned it down. It's a significantly slower rate than I normally do. But it seems to be flowing good. Let me turn you guys around. There, that's better. Now I can see what I'm doing. Let's get a view of that color right at the beginning. Obviously really milky. Hazy. Not red. But I got faith in my boy Kurt. We'll see how that reddens up. Oh no. Not really sure what I just recorded. Because my phone is going off for alarms. We're dealing with work that I should be at right now, but unfortunately, no power. Super unfortunate. Not really unfortunate. So, mashed in. Kind of, I wasn't really thinking. I don't really know if I'm in the frame or not. So I wasn't really thinking. I'm not really thinking now because I don't know what the hell I was going to say. Hopefully my head's cut off like Matt from Irondale Brewing. Oh, yeah, now I remember. I kept the grains in my keezer, so they were cold. So, needless to say, instead of hitting my initial rest temp that I was shooting for, I'm about 4 degrees under. So, I'll let that ramp up at least another couple degrees, get within a degree or two, and then I'll start the timer. Exciting stuff. Yeah, so we're brewing, and it's awesome. All right, folks, we're coming up to the end of our 60-minute rest, and then we'll ramp up to the mash out, but it's ambered up a lot. So I never doubted Kurt in his recipe development. Seems to be flowing nicely. There we go. Time to ramp her up. So we'll ramp up to 170 and then we'll give it a 10-minute rest per the instructions of the experiment, and then we'll start sparging. All right, folks, we're at the end of the mash rest. It's time for the 1 ladle Vorlauf, and then about a 60-minute sparge. So we'll 1 ladle Vorlauf, we'll take a sample, and sparge time. Two ladle Vorlauf today. Had a little extra water in the lines. We'll grab our mash sample. Looks delish. Smells nice and malty. We'll let that cool off and get a pH. Let's do a little time lapsage. All right, folks, we're done sparging. We hit 13.5 gallon pre-boil, which is what I wanted. Mash pH came in at 5.2, which is a little low. I think Brewfather said it was supposed to be 5.4, 5 or something. So I don't know if the melanoidin affected that or not, but still within acceptable range, I think. What else? I didn't check the pre-boil gravity yet, but we had our hot break, so I'm going to add my 60-minute Magnum edition, which for me is going to be 1.5 ounces. So there's the half. And there's the ounce. That kicked it up a little bit. Sometimes that'll help. Get another little break going. All right, folks, here we are at 30 minutes left in the boil. As you can see, I added in the jaded already. One of these days I'll show you what I do. I mean, it's nothing groundbreaking or revolutionary, but I'll lay the jaded across here for a while and let it steam, let it warm up. And then when I drop it in, it only kills the boil for like 15 seconds or something. But anyways, 30-minute addition going in. We got 1.4 ounces of Willamette. There's the 0.4. And there's the 1. Break that cap. It's the key. You just got to break that cap and give the steam somewhere to go. That's where the boil overs happen. There we go, 30-minute addition in. All right, folks, here we are at the 10-minute addition. Sorry if the fan's loud, but it's hot, so we're just gonna have to talk over it. 10-minute addition will be Cascade and yeast nutrient. So 0.7 ounces of Cascade and 2 grams of yeast nutrient. That's all she wrote for the additions. We'll be putting gelatin in later. And I don't remember when. Whenever you put gelatin in, I think after primary. I don't normally use gelatin, but that's what the experiment calls for, so why not? I'm not opposed to it. I just don't do it. So, next up we will be chilling / whirlpooling, but just chilling and whirlpooling. All right, folks, get a load of this angle. We've transferred over. We're down to pitching temp. But first, we're going to pitch the Tilt Pro Mini Blue going in. Kerplunk. All right, now let's go ahead and attach that sucker. First we'll put in our original gravity, which is 1046. So I'm like 2 points low, which is okay with me. Or 1049 maybe is what it was supposed to be. So 2 or 3 points low, within tolerance as far as I'm concerned. Filling in my BrewFather stuff. Fermenter volume 11.75. Sparge time 60 minutes. Check the pH. Some of you might be like, BrewFather, check pH. What? You can add fields on BrewFather. You probably already know that, but just for your own notes and stuff. All right, so let's go over to fermenting. Change it to fermenting. Yes. My computer might not be connected to the internet, is what I'm guessing. Why my tilts aren't showing up. Yep, because I'm showing no recipes. How annoying. So I'll have to do it on my phone. Be right back. And we're back. Got it connected, no problem with my phone. This computer is a piece of crap. But I use my phone for everything, so I'm currently using it to record this sweet footage for you guys. All right, so like I said in the beginning, going in, premium Lallemand BRY 97. Only the premiumest goods for this experiment. I'm going with 2 packs because that's what BrewFather told me when I scaled up the recipe. That's 1 pack. Two pack. Also forgot to aerate. So I'll do that right now. Holy smokes, you guys don't usually get to see this disaster area of the other side of the brewery. Oh, I also remembered to get a ever so important but not really important Whirlpack sample. So we'll be able to tell if this experiment beer is infected or not. So let's do some aeration real quick. All right, so aeration will consist of 2 minutes at 1 on the O2 flow regulator. So I put this ball lock fitting on my carbonation stone. So we will turn it on, open the valve, and set my stopwatch. Even when I'm doing pressure fermentation, I like to set up a little airlock just so I know that my oxygenation is happening and my carb stone isn't clogged. So we're getting serious oxygenation going on. We've already got cold break happening. That'll all get kicked back up once fermentation takes off. All right, we're just about at the end of 2 minutes. So, yeah, that's that. All right, folks, that's a wrap on the brew day. The experiment, 2025 malt experiment, BrewTubers. Check them out. Check us out. We do all kinds of fun stuff like this, along with just hanging out. If you want to check us out before you decide to join, which you will, jump on Discord. Do that. But awesome brew day. Thanks to our sponsors for this experiment, Beer and Wine Hobby and 5 Star Chemicals. Just awesome. I got the last thing I got to do today is I got to finish scrubbing the boil kettle. I got it soaking right now in some PBW. So yeah, great brew day. I'm about to celebrate with a delicious weekend mulching. Exit 12 is one of my favorite beers. And enjoying it in this nice glass that he sent me. Pretty sweet. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Special thanks to all my new subscribers that I just got with the 4 priest bump. You guys are awesome. Get in the comments. Comment stuff. Support your local homebrew shop. And for sure, go visit your local brew pub. Get a couple beers. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers. About to start the timer, but I just wanted to let you guys know. Go check out Kurt's channel, Fermentation Adventures, for some amazing lips not matching up with the sound action. I wish I would have thought of that. So awesome.